this December. I bet you'll have to tell you, and trust me, it will happen. Those your uncles that have forgotten you one way or the other, those aunties that you have been, reaching out to from the beginning of this year, and all of the promises they've made in times past, they will come to you because that will be a sign for your 2025. That being said, it's a way back Wednesday right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Hope you slept well and you woke up a king and the queen that you are. If you did that, well, kudos to you. You deserve this. That's right. That's the welcome wake up bell, right? It's more like a sign telling you that, hey, it's time for you to wake up and show up. It is the 11th day in the month of December of 2024. And because it is the 11th day, guess what? Today is a commemorable day, right? It's a day that is titled or is allocated to the International Mountain Day. That's right. International Mountain Day. You know that we celebrate mountains now too. Yeah, celebrate everything in this life now. We celebrate plants, we celebrate shoes, World Shoe Day, World Everything Day. But this time for today, December 11 is International Mountain Day. And what does it have to say? I mean, mountain solutions for a sustainable future, innovation, adaptation, and youth. Okay, what is the youth thing doing in a World Mountain Day? All right, you're asking the question though. But over centuries though, mountain communities have developed solutions to adapt to their harsh environments, deal with climate change, reduce poverty, and protect or biodiversity. So the 2024, which is of course called in short IMD 2024, focuses precisely on the capacity and needs of its people through a triple approach. Now, what is that theme again? Mountain solutions for a sustainable future, innovation, adaptation, and youth. Okay. Did you also know that of the 20 plant species that supply 80% of the world's food, 6 originated and have been diversified in mountains? Maize, potatoes, barley, tomatoes, and apples. Yes, all of these. They've originated and diversified in mountains. Amazing stuff right there. All right. So if you've been looking at a mountain just close to you and you say, this is just one heaps of stone and all of that, you might want to look differently this time. That being said, let me welcome you in the way that I know how to. Inakwana Ekaro Tutuama Agife Olodudu in my dialect, Amisiere, and finally in the language that you and I solely understand, widespreadly spoken, that would be Una. Good morning. Welcome to a Way Back Wednesday and welcome to the breakfast show. It is your early morning booster. It's a sure way to start your day the right way. My name is Uduak Daniel and I will be very energized from now up until the 10 o'clock mark when the midday extra show will be taken over. But yes, stick your ears, keep your eyes glued, to this dial, and of course, you will have a great on anytime, any day. All right, there are certain things that should go up as a lineup, right? And now, of course, would be the time for the newspaper review. We like to call it the pages, right? And in the course of it, you also have your voice heard in the most civil and responsible way. All right, so you can put a call through in the course of a discourse, as well as get onto the WhatsApp portal and use that space, and we can get conversational. And guess what? It doesn't even stop there, right? We take you to the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja, where we are sponsoring a global television right there at Eagles FM Abuja. So you see the ambience of, the studio. So you match the voice with the face and, of course, the environment in the studio. That is fire, don't you think? And yes, we also do the same with Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. So get onto these two platforms right there and see a global, enriching television that we are hosting out there. And across social media platforms, spread the Eagles wings at Eagles FM Abuja, talking about X, formerly Twitter, talking about Instagram, talking about TikTok right there at Eagles FM Abuja, and find us because we are not hard to be found. Okay, so that is it. That is that. I should also intimate you on the fact that, look, I've got a couple of things that I need to inform you. I mean, a whole lot of it, quite a number of things that I should, speak with you over with now. So let's have that conversation already. Now, the Federal Capital Territory High Court on Tuesday refused grant to grant a bail application filed of Kogi State in the person of Yahaya Bello, saying it was filed prematurely. Now, Justice Mary Ann Anene, while delivering the ruling, said, having been filed when the first defendant was neither in custody nor before the court, the instant application was incompetent. All right, so imagine, how do you file for a bail even before you're being arrested or brought in? I don't know. More like you planned everything, but I don't know. Maybe it's foresight. Some will say it's visionary. Visionary. You're just being visionary in that sense. But let's see what else could be visionary. This one does not really sound good, but I've got to let you in on it. I mean, bandits have abducted about 43 persons, mostly women and children, from the Kakidawa ward in the Gidang Goga district of Maradun, local government area, Zamfara state. Locals told journalists on Tuesday that the incident occurred at about 2 a.m. on Sunday. 2 a.m. Talk about the weekend not sleeping. But let's move away from that now. The House of Representatives has expressed concern over the ongoing cash crunch in commercial banks across the country, calling on the Central Bank of Nigeria, that's the CBN, to address the situation, which has disrupted economic activities and imposed significant hardship on citizens. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the appointment of Shamseldeen Babatunde Ogunjimi as the acting accountant general of the Federation, AGF. Now, Ogunjimi's appointment takes effect following the pre-retirement leave of the incumbent AGF, Dr. Oluwatoyin Sakirat Madain. All right, you should also know that somewhere in Kano State, the police command there have arrested 3 persons for being in possession of counterfeit currencies amounting to, please let me count the comma. 1, 2, wow. Okay, 129 billion 542,826,000 naira. Now, the command spokesperson, SP Abdullahi Haruna Kiyawa, revealed this while addressing journalists at a press briefing on Tuesday. Oh, Kano Police Command, thank you. We should say thank you. Imagine all of that money being injected into the society and we'll be spending counterfeit monies. Lord help us now. I should also let you in on the fact that Atsi Kefas, the younger sister of the governor of Taraba State, yes, died on Tuesday following the gunshot wounds she sustained during an attack in Kente village, Wukari Local Government Council of the state. Now, the 44-year-old woman succumbed to her injuries at a private hospital in Abuja, where she was receiving treatment. God rest her soul, though. I guess this is what Selassie, my brother and family member of this great station, would always say. Be careful. Be careful how you throw stones. Doesn't say the exact way that I'm saying, but I don't know how to quote. Or like, just be careful, because those who live in glass houses don't throw stones. You don't know who it hits in the end. But this is not me saying that it's a good thing. I'm just saying that look at this menace. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me, and I'm sure it doesn't make sense to you too. But Naira on Tuesday depreciated to 1,585 Naira to a dollar in the parallel markets from 1,550 Naira to a dollar on Monday. However, the Naira appreciated to 1,525 Naira to a dollar in the official foreign exchange market. Is that a plus? Is that a yay? Well, I'm caught in between mixed feelings now. Are you feeling the same? But yeah, if you're going to celebrate it, you are doing the right thing. Now, the nation's political elite has started the process of rigging the 2027 general elections. Professor Adele Jinadu has said, speaking at an event in Abuja, the professor of political science said known party members were being appointed as commissioners of the Independent National Electoral Commission, that is the INEC. Oh, wow. Could that also be a strategy now? A trainee herbalist, Ifagbenga Taiwo, has been taken into custody by the Ogun State Police Command for allegedly slaughtering his 41-day-old son for ritual purposes in the KC area of Adatan, Abeokuta, the state capital. Now, it was gathered that the incident occurred on Monday after the baby's mother, Raymat Wasilat, laid him on a bed while washing clothes outside their home. I should also let you in on the fact that crude oil refiners and other players in the downstream sector have stated that the dollar charges on locally refined premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, coupled with the cost of importing crude, are major reasons for the high cost of the products when compared to imported PMS. Now, they also noted that some of the charges on locally refined products were still in dollars, stressing that this affects the cost of the commodities. Right. Well, you should also be aware of the fact that ASU is petitioning President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over controversial MOU-AU inaugural lecture as it is now. The academics university of a certain university in Nigeria has petitioned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene in the institution's 57th inaugural lecture scheduled for Wednesday, December 11 of 2024. Now, in that petition, though, ASU called for the cancellation of a lecture alleging irregularities surrounding the professorship of the scheduled inaugural lecturer, Professor Raphael Echebiri. All right. Well, there's quite a lot to be said, though, but time is not on our side. So let me just jump very quickly straight on to the WhatsApp portal, and let's see what the dailies hold for us this morning. Okay. Just before we get with the WhatsApp portal now, I think we should just get on with the dailies first of all. But if you don't have the number, the studio number, that is, let me give it now. That would be 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. And the WhatsApp portal is 0909 705 4450. And I'm saying, male, female, you're welcome, because we want to hear your voice right here and on this platform as well. All right, so the Guardian newspaper for today, the 11th day in the month of December 2024. It's a Wednesday, by the way. We like to call it the Way Back Wednesday, has it? The big story: cash scarcity worsens as banks upgraded digital platforms falter. You heard me. Cash scarcity worsens as banks upgraded digital platforms falter. All right, page 6 is carrying that story right now, and you would see a Cartoon Network, right there on the front page of the Guardian newspaper underneath that story. But that story is on page 6. Go see it. And now on page 5, -1 from 6, you get 5. Court remands Yahaya Bello in Kuje pending bail application. All right, some people jubilating now, and some others saying that this is injustice. Well, never know. ASU strike. Students suspend planned protest. Issue 48-hour ultimatum. Okay, on ASU strike, which happens to be the kicker now, students suspend planned protest. Issue 48-hour ultimatum. To page 3 now, cybercrime law, defamation now, weapons of persecution. NGE Serap say. All right, and to page 3 again, very popular now, consumers. NERC, NERC, kick as Disco pushes for 240 Naira to a kilowatt tariff. Okay. All right, let's see how that conversation will pan out now. To yet another page 5 now. Federal government suspends energy tariff review as 4-month subsidy hits 768.68 billion Naira. All right, to page 6 now. Okay, so it seems it's all between page 3, page 6, and 5. They're very, very popular with the Guardian newspaper this morning. You best want to go see it. Tax reforms is the kicker. Southern reps back Tinubu as stakeholders clash over VAT hike. Economic impact. All right, that will be all with the Guardian newspaper. It's going to be a smart read, so you best want to keep your ears and your visuals glued to on this very platform now. The Nation newspaper, the big story: reps Southern caucus backs tax reform bills. OK's talks, and that story you would find continued on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. It's got one writer to it. Ongoing debate. Healthy, says Information Minister. And to yet another story that begins on the front page of the Nation but continued on page 4 of Nation newspaper now. Afe Babalola gives conditions for truce with Farati It's just one rider to it now, till December 20th. And police have barricaded, is it the law firm now, the law firm office of Fed Babalola now, due to some information that they got that there's going to be a pro-Farotimi protest. All right, that's just by the way on the sidelines though. But just above the Nation newspaper banner, the apogee, the heights, the peak, the zenith of it now, the top of it, you would find on page 3, Joe proposes 606 billion naira. Abia proposes 750 billion naira. Ondo, 655 billion naira for 2025. Did I hear you say, is that the budget? You never know, it just might be. But let's go to page 2 now. Fresh 110 billion naira approved for students' loan, and it's got just one rider to it. 120,000 naira got 12 billion naira. All right, 120,000 students, that would be, got 12 billion naira. Right, that's something, yeah? Okay, so let's go to page 2 now. Judge sends Bello to Kuje prison, adjourned still January 29. All right, then to page 4 now. Nigeria attains full integration of security immigration data. That is something. Alrighty, let's see this one now. The Punch newspaper, just to the side of the Punch newspaper now. Tax reform, reps may resume debate as Southern Caucus prepares for talks. Page 2 carries that story. So let's get you the big story on the front page of the newspaper and Punch. The Atiku Obi alliance can't unseat Tinu declares APC. All right, so whether Atiku or Obi come together again, they cannot unseat Baba himself. Talking about the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that's what APC is saying, though. Now, they've got just one rider to it. PDP insists alliance will help rescue Nigeria from current pains as SDP, ABGA, others eye coalition. Seems like there's quite a number of party players who are really very serious about this coalition and merger, if you like to put it that way. But that story you'd find on page 2 too. Page 7 now. Judgments Yahaya Bello, lawyers plan fresh bail application. 7. Federal government to sanction airlines over delayed ticket refund. And to the base of the Punch newspaper now. Taraba governor's sister allegedly shot by police escort dies. Taraba governor's sister allegedly shot by police escort dies. Page 14 carries that story. Forward to me is a kicker now for page 7. Police allege witnesses intimidation, oppose bail application. And the last one with a punch would be relocation dispute. Federal government cancels 64 billion naira Osun airport approval. Page 27 is carrying that story now. Let's move away from that now and bring you the Daily Trust. But just before giving you details of the front page of the Daily newspaper, keeping Morning Risers breakfast show, and this segment is called The Pages. You like to call it the newspaper review segment of the breakfast show, the Morning Rise, prog show. But yeah, the big story now, Daily Trust, it is, reps ask CBN to address cash crunch. It's got one rider to it now. Apex Bank tightens news on fintechs. You would find that one on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. To page, 5. I've got sharp eyes now. ECOWAS may formalize Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger exit. ECOWAS may formalize Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger exit from the Economic Community of West African States. Okay, that's some news though. Page 5 is carrying that story. Now let's get to page 8 now. Police recover fake $3.3 million CFA 55.9 million, and of course that will be 1.4 million naira in Kano. Wow, page 8 is saying that now. And to page 3 now, Rights Commission received 2 million violation complaints annually. All right, keep in mind that as at yesterday, right, it was Human Rights Day, right, as put together by the United Nations. That's right. So it was, I think, World Human Rights Day, but it was just tagged Human Rights Day, and it's something, to people's rights, and of course as we look into the future. But now the Rights Commission has said that they receive 2 million violation complaints annually. All right, you should go to page 6 now and see this one. Nigeria, far from fighting institutional corruption. World Bank has come out there to add their voice that we are far from fighting institutional corruption. What is institutional corruption? That will be something that we keep saying every time when we say that the system in itself is faulty. The system in itself needs a rejig. The system in itself needs an overhaul. The system in itself needs an EFCC, ICPC. That is if they're not even part of the system, right? Okay, so that's just what World Bank is saying. Nigeria, far from fighting institutional corruption. All right, page 6, you would find that story. Away from Daily Trust newspaper now, Nigerian Tribune newspaper, the big story staring at me, and I'm staring right back at it. Reps Southern Caucus backs tax reform bills. Couple of writers, 3 precisely, says ready for negotiation with northern lawmakers. Second writer, what tax reform bills will do for Nigerians. Fiscal Responsibility Commission is saying that our stance aligns with Tinubu's vision. RMAFC is saying that. But I thought I saw some news publication where the RMAFC had said, cried out and said that there was some parts of the tax reform bills that is somewhat infringing in their collective commissioning. Well, I don't know how far with that. But if they have come out to say that, we are strongly standing with you, President, number 1 citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, maybe that's resolved now. But you would find that story, because of how serious that story is, on pages 7 and 8 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. To page 16 now. Alleged 110 billion naira fraud. Court remands Yahaya Bello in Kuje prison. Adjourns case till January 29. All right, page 8. Nigeria recorded 467,000 tuberculosis cases in 2023. A report is saying that one. Lord have mercy, 467,000? That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's go to page 13 now. Workers shut down WAEC offices nationwide over salary review. Sacked staff. Okay, just one staff is sacked. And then over salary review, workers have shut down WAEC offices nationwide. All right, page 13, scaring that story. Sanwo-Olu inaugurates network of roads in Ikoyi. That will be in Lagos State, right? Page 20. Well done, Sanwo-Olu. And to page 3 now. Tinubu inaugurates Immigration Innovative Complex. Commends Tunji Ojo. Has got 2 writers to it now. Says what was achieved on passports alone has given this country great reputation internationally. And the second writer expresses pride at how NIS is emerging as frontline security outfit. All right, and let's see, just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now. Tinubu appoints Ogunjimi acting accountant general of the Federation. Page 3. And to page 4, court postpones Faratimi's bail application till December 20. And to page 4 now, reps probe CBN over scarcity of Naira notes. That would be all for the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And finally now, we get you with a Vanguard newspaper. I don't know why they call it a Vanguard. Maybe because there's usually a guard who stands beside the van. I don't know, but you just think about it. Makes some sense, don't you think? But yeah, the big story now, Nigerians groan as cash scarcity compounds hardship. All right, Nigerians groan as cash scarcity compounds hardship. Page 14 carries that story. It's got 2 writers to it now. Limited cash supply, low cash deposits, cost rationing, say banks. All right, to second writer, reps urge CBN to address cash crunch as economic hardship bites. Okay, all right, page 14 carries that one now. 81-year-old treasurer of Okwama community dies in military custody, and this will be the second leader of that community who's passing away now in detention. Page 7 is carrying that story, though, by the way. And to page, let's see, page, what is this now? Page 6. I've got sharp eyes following back to back now. -1 from 7, you get 6 for those who do not know maths. And now, alleged cyberbullying. Why court denied Farotimi bail? You'd find that one on page 6. Let's go to this one right here now. And it's on what page? This will be sports for those who are the sport lovers now. NFF defies stakeholders' protests. Extends Sanusi's tenure for another 3 years. Page 30 carries that story. And on this note, we say bye-bye to the front pages. But then we are welcoming you and your voice. Remember, your voice needs to be heard. And of course, we need to talk about this country, because if we don't talk about this country, no other indigene from another descent, another country, will be able to talk our country better than we do. All right? And if we leave the country fallow, as if we're doing bush following, right? Something in agriculture where you leave a certain land for a couple of years, for a couple of, is it 2 years now, and then you come back and plant a different kind of, plants. That's what it means, yeah? You leave the country. In fact, we are at risk at this point. To leave this country and not even talk? We are at risk. We are at risk. Right? So that's why we keep talking about these things. But we are not talking to criticize. Let me sound it so that if your intention was to criticize, please, you can look for some other platform to do that. But if you want to critique sensibly and add responsibly to this country, well then, here is the place. Okay? So yes, the numbers are out there, but I'll give you the numbers again because the producer says so. All right, 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. That is, or these are the numbers you can call right there. And you can get onto the WhatsApp portal number now and give your 2 cents, in the, discourse as we go conversational. And that would be 0909 705 4450. Taking this call. Hello to you and good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Udwak.
Good morning.
Daniel.
Thank you, brother. Yes, please.
Yes, my name is UND.
UND.
Calling you right now in Asukoro.
Awesome, UND. Welcome. Talk to me, UND.
Yes, I just want to tickles my in this on the pages today. Let me talk about the corruption, about what Broadband just said.
Yes.
Yeah. You see, it's the fact. Nigeria are far to fight corruption. You see, over since 1999, that Obasanjo came in as the Democratic president. He found he created EFCC, for corruption. But up to now, about 2 or 3 of them that most of the governors that they released them, they gave them pardon. You see, in other clients, they don't do that. You understand me, Mr. Daniel?
Yes, please.
So that is the fact. You see, corruption has ravaged Nigeria where we are.
Right.
Both the civil servants, because before the politicians do anything, you must use the parastatal or ministry.
Right.
So the civil servants need to, check themselves, and secondly, you see, this our judiciary should be what we call it, independent.
Okay.
That is the pure truth.
That's right.
Because this spirit gathering is not helping us. We need to, we have to have some scapegoats so that others, as veterans, to back up, to be afraid, even to make the political post to not to even be attractive.
Okay, you
in other clients, you have to have that patronage to serve your country.
Right.
So I urge Nigerians, I urge Tinubu to let judiciary to be independent on their own and the electoral umpire. That's INEC. Nigerians, and secondly,
all right, you for want of time, sorry, we will not be able to go further, so we can allow every other family member join their voice in the discourse.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Right, that's UND right there. Quite a number of things to say, I tell you. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Abdul.
UD,
yes.
My name is Abdul calling from Suleja.
Welcome, Abdul. Talk to us.
UD, I want to contribute on the Yaya Bello issue.
Yes, please.
You see, Yaya Bello Agumi is already himself since to EFTC. All this thing that is happening to him, I believe, will not happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
The club gave him bail. Now he will stay in Kuje prison till February 25th. You see, it's good for him. Let him go and test what the prison is talking about. If they will not give him VIP treatment. UD,
yes, please.
The scarcity of Naira, I don't know why the Naira is very, very scarce now. You go to bank, you can't get money. You go to POS, you can't get money. The POS will even charge you for 10,000 Naira, they will be charging you for 400 Naira. You see? I don't know why. So the CBN should do something about this money issue.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
God
Abdul.
bless Nigeria. God bless Eagle FM.
God bless you too, Abdul. Thank you. Far too kind. All right. Abdul says something has to be done about this cash crunch now. If not, I mean, it's also been stated that it's really biting hard and it's not really easy for us. I don't know. Is it easy for you though? But it's not really easy, especially the, untold charges, very ridiculous charges that has been added right there. But some would say that, now we did do ourselves. I mean, when we see opportunities like this, you see people who will just jump and try to make a fortune out of it, out of the very sweat and suffering of their fellow Nigerians. I just hope that you and I, we're not like that in this family, right? But let's just go pay some bills already. Remember, this is The Pages right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Here to stay.
Do you want to cash out big on Nigeria's most exciting lottery platform this happy season and beyond? Become an Afro Lottery System Kiosk Operator (KOC) and make your dreams come true. Call 0818-987-2332 or visit our website www.afrolottery.com. Approved by National Lottery Regulatory Commission. Afro Lottery, your cash out gateway. Only for 18 and above.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise a large audience with the Eagles 7 Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% call 080 5919 8658 080 5919 8658 or 081 5791 7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
You're still tuned in and locked on to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. And yes, we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. If you doubt it, if you doubt what I say, get across social media platforms, particularly the YouTube channel, subscribe, and see for yourself the ambience in the studio at Eagles FM Abuja. Do the same with Facebook and see for yourselves an audio-visual sensation as we are hosting an international television right there, global sensation there, you might add. And see for yourself and spread the love across every other, social media platforms as you know it at Eagles FM Abuja. We're still taking your reactions, taking this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. Dr. Prince Ike, is it?
Yes, calling from Remo.
Oh, good. Doctor, let's hear you.
Welcome to the new day. Okay.
Yes, please.
The scarcity of cash is can never be highly overemphasized. In fact, what are we saying? What are we doing to ourselves? Are you hearing me? In fact, Nigerian people have never come out from shortage of fuel, scarcity of fuel, escalation of fuel pump price. Are you hearing me?
Yes, please.
Scarcity of fuel, of food. Why are we doing all these things? I remember Christmas celebration is around the corner. Who have done this to ourselves? who have done this thing to us? Is it an aberration we have since Osakline that we are doing called Nigerian good people, great people, wonderful people, the giant of Africa, the most populous black nation in the world, the most, one of the most oil, service. We have to get everything organized.
Right.
So we have to for you a process and all of what emotion so that you people move. The next really what going to corrupt is your phone. It's not
right.
Understand me.
All right,
because
okay.
People selling food, their mattresses not to eat, not to work, feed themselves.
Right.
Anybody that has eaten, most family can never have that confidence to eat another one. And yet, city of cash has been, going on trading. City of cash has been, going on trading.
All right, that brings we'll have to put it, back to your thoughts now. But thank you, far too kind, taking this one now. That would be a miss. Keep the calls coming through. 0907 or 0908766888. Hello. Good evening to you, Apostle Lost Life.
Yes, God bless you.
Yes.
So my take this morning goes like this. Concerning this, there's highly influenced politicians that have do away with our influenced politicians that have do away with our commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that many of them that after the court of the land will jail them, before you know, because of the influence they have in the society, the government of the day will say that they will grant them amnesty. It's not supposed to be so. Anybody that that have been using our money for what is not good, so I have to pay for it. And another thing I want to say, Barrister, is this: all this any government that have no listening ear to his people, I don't think that government will last. This since the day the inauguration, they say fuel subsidy over. All the things we see, every government parastatals are looking for a salary increase because of this wrong policy that the government of Tinubu have done. You have to reverse this fuel subsidy that he says it is gone, right. And we do look for another way of doing things so that Nigerians will be happy. The thing that God gave to us is not a cost, but it's a blessing to us. Thank you, Barrister, for a good work.
Thank you so much.
My name is Mena Apostle,
aka right there. Thank you, and walking their way for joining in the discourse this morning. Well, you already heard it. It's more like a soft appeal to the president, saying, please, if there is another thing that you can come up with as an agenda, an agendum, whatever it may be, please do so, because the fate of quite a number of Nigerians might just depend on that. Well, anyways, let's go see this one now this morning. Keep in mind, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Hello and good morning to you.
Good morning, my gentle you.
Good morning to you, please.
Long time Anthony. I said I'm going to call you to hear your voice.
Appreciate this one. Appreciate this one.
It has been. And hear your voice.
Exactly. I'm glad. I appreciate this one. Thank you, Eunice.
Thank you, the machinery in the field of journalism. I want to contribute regards to Yaya Bello, the former governor of Kogi State.
Yes, please. But sorry, you might want to just tell us your name, because so that every other family member will know who you are.
I'm very sorry. Yes. I'm Yunus Anthony Ibrahim, calling all the way from Abaji.
Awesome. All right, let's get to it.
Yes, Yaya Bello, honestly, it is not proper for the financial act of financial shenanigan that he committed, honestly. And it is a very good development for EFCC to take the matter off. And this is what we want in Nigeria, irrespective of whatever. The truth should be said, and the justice should be done amicably. And that is what we want. Honestly, to some extent, he tried in Kogi State, the boundary between Abadan and Kogi State, where he dealt with the kidnappers at that time when he was the governor, based on his perspective. But in terms of money consumption, I think is very good for the government to take the matter very serious. That's one. Secondly, this will serve as a lesson to the present politicians. Lastly, in line to the what do you call it, cashless policy, or what do we?
Cash crunch.
Yes. Exactly. The government has to look at that because the masses are crying at every corner in Nigeria. And it will not all go well for subsidy to be removed. At the same time, people crying, looking for cash. At the same time, people crying for lateness of payment of salaries and other problems like that. So please, I'm appealing to the federal government to please take measures in order to mitigate all these problems. Thank you very much, my UD.
Thank you so much, Unisa D'Anthony Ibrahim, all the way from Abaji. It feels good to hear your voice, quite refreshing. And yes, we'll just take one more call and then head on to the WhatsApp portal number. Hello and good morning. Yes, please.
You know, for a second, am I free?
Prince Ike, let's just give space to every other person. First of all, if there is still time, I'll let you in. All right. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Appreciate
Prince Ike.
That's right, Prince Ike right there. Very, very passionate about Nigeria. And you can see it from the way he narrates, or gives his own narrative, about the situation in the country. I should also let you in on the fact that, look, on the tax reform bills, the Southern Reps Caucus have come out to saying that, look, they're open to dialogue as it stands now. Leader of the caucus, Nicholas Mutu, who stated this while briefing journalists in Abuja, had said that the caucus had unanimously welcomed the bill and would be open to dialogue to address concerns contained in them. All right? Is this a positive thing now? All right. You just never know. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. Is this GB?
Yeah, my name is GB. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Where are you calling from, GB?
I'm calling from Latcamp.
Awesome, GB. Let's get into it.
In the Punch, they say Atiku will be coming together to unseat in 2027.
Yeah.
That is just dead on arrival. You ask yourself, will Obi want to be vice president to Atiku, or Atiku want vice president to Obi? Let me tell you, the obedience will never allow Obi to be vice president to Atiku. They feel they can win the election. They feel they have the followers. On that ground, it will not work. Number two, the obedience will not want to humiliate themselves or come low to that extent or say they want to campaign for Atiku. Because, number one, Atiku is from the north, Obi is from the south. If Atiku, now when you campaign for Atiku, that follower they gather from the Christian community that supported Obi will not be there again. So on one side, will Atiku win because of influence of Obi? And thirdly, the president now was a candidate then. Now is the president. All those things they say about him, they were manipulating the video audio. His hand is shaking, his leg is shaking, repeating his word, this and that. Where did you? Tinubu has gone all over the world. He addressed world leaders. Did you see in any of those things in UN convention, in any of those things where he was repeating himself, where his leg is missing, where his hand is shaking?
Right.
All those things will not sell again. So all those things that carried away the Gen Z, because who never knew Tinubu when he was Lagos State governor, will not carry them away again. Let me tell you something. The 2023 will be different what is happening.
Okay.
Because between 2023, the legacy of Tinubu and last man achievement will speak for him. Local government autonomy.
GB, you mean 2027? You mean 2027? Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that one, GB, right there, giving us 2 cents, in the matter as we know it. But yeah, at this point, we'll just get onto the Facebook page and see your comment. If you dropped a comment, if you've given us your 2 cents, via the Facebook page wall, which is at Eagles FM Abuja, and then yes, we'll take that comment. Or better still, we will head on to the WhatsApp portal number in a short bit, just to ensure that each and every one of us, is carried along, in this very thought, process. But now we are the WhatsApp poll now, yes, and I want to join you to get onto the YouTube, page, YouTube, and subscribe, YouTube channel that is, and subscribe at Eagles FM Abuja. Right. All right. So let's see. WhatsApp portal has got a couple of messages now. All right. Honorable Edwards is still trying to put his mind or wrap his mind around the recording. But let's see what this one right here says now. It's coming from Master AG Izu from FGE Local Goma. Master AG, thank you. Welcome aboard. It says, good morning, sir. Good morning to you too. It's a wonderful Wednesday. Yes, I believe. Yahya Bello remanded in prison. People should know that it is not normal, that it's not normal prison as they think. Come on now, Master AG, are you there? Did you go? But anyways, you're still saying in continuation that in Kuje there's VIP prison. Oh, you don't expect somebody like Yahya Bello to be with the other local prisoners. Yahya Bello is an international criminal, allegedly, for the cash custody. People should learn the USSD way of transactions. God bless Nigeria. All right, Master AG, it's your take, it's your thought. You are entitled to it, but thank you too for aligning with the messaging platform right there. That's WhatsApp. And I'm seeing you, Mr. Linus from Brick City, Kubwa. Mr. Linus, is it the same Linus now? Been a while if you are the same though. It says, good morning, Udwa Abasi Obong. All right, call my name very well. All right, Sean. Thank you. Good morning to you, Mr. Linus. I bet you're the one and the same person. It says, rumor has it that the reason Naira is scarce is because CBN intend to phase out old notes by the end of December. Consequently, people are deliberately keeping cash at home and refusing to spend. They are refusing to spend as it stands. These new notes. Okay, refusing to spend the new notes they have. Okay, again, whenever old notes go into the bank, it's not coming out again. As you said, it's more paddled about. Did I really say that? Well, I didn't quite say that, Mr. Linus. But yeah, let's not also allow for ourselves to speculate solely on rumors, right? But thank you, far too kind. I see this one now from Austin, all the way from Ado Nasarawa State. Thank you for joining us from State now. Says, yeah, Bello deserves more than what he's receiving today. Plea bargain should be expunged from the act that established the EFCC because it encourages corruption. Capital punishment should be introduced to scare people. All right, some very serious, audacious, take you got there. Abbas reporting from Dutse. Good morning, sir. You did. Good morning to you too. On tax reforms, you say, why is it difficult to iron out the gray areas in the bills by our lawmakers? This ought not to be a political battle, but legislative correction. I think our lawmakers don't understand their role in checking bills before passage. Abbas said thanks. All the way from Duse, you're reporting, Abbas. Thank you. I see this now from Fortune Camp. Good morning, good morning to you. We obedience cannot be predicted by okay. All right, we should be careful the language we use, okay? But we cannot be predicted, that's what you're saying, by other people's opinion, whatever the reason. Newspaper headlines can say what they want. Obedience are working, you say. We won the elections of 2023, but the courts ruled for the minority. Okay, according to you, it's okay, brother. Legs still they shake, and hands still they shake if it's a lie. Tell him to stay in the country for a year without traveling to change. Says no pun intended. Anyways, Fortune, I get that. Appreciate you though. Chima, all the way from Airport Road. Good morning, my brother. Good morning to you. Anybody supporting this regime is an enemy of Nigeria and Nigerians. With the suffering people are going through, whatsoever a man soweth, that same he will reap. All right, Chima, very, very clear on what you said. Well, okay. All right. Oh, as you said, okay. Linus, I see the correction now. You're not saying that it's a rumor peddled by some other person. You're saying, based on what you said earlier, that rumor has it that the reason Naira is scarce is because CBN intend to phase out the old note by the end of December. Okay, I get that. Thanks for the correction, though. And now to Comrade Olobasi, all the way from Buhari, Abuja, says, good morning, Obon Daniel. Good morning to you, Comrade. The institutionalization of corruption in Nigeria did not start today, but Buhari's government took it to the highest level and has passed the baton to the present administration. Of course, many of those who midwifed Buhari's regime reign are still part and parcel of this government. Then, what do you expect? In addition, sending Yahya Bello to rest in Kuje Correctional Facility is nothing but to hoodwink the public that the law will take its course. Just give us some few days, the man will be released to enjoy his loot, either through plea, bargain, or other Nigerian way of treating big men. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. Amen, you say. Amen, I say too to that one. All right, but yeah, that is the much we can take from the WhatsApp portal now, as we also resume, opening for the voice calls. If you have not had your voice in yet, and you want to throw your weight behind which of the headlines jumps at you, pops at you, tickles your fancy, begs for your reaction, you can as well do so. Maybe 1 or 2 calls, and then we call it a close. 0907 353 0044. It's that number to call. The other number would be 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. On minimum wage, FCT workers are kicking now over January date. So it has come to our knowledge the fact that the strike led by the Nigeria Labour Congress in the Federal Capital Territory has entered its 11th day. With negotiations between the labor unions and area council chairman at a standstill over the implementation timeline for the 70,000 naira minimum wage. All right. The chairman of the Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees, as at yesterday, Abdullahi Kabir, had revealed that the area council chairman proposed a January 2025 implementation date, which the unions rejected, demanding the new wage commence in December of 2024. That's what the tussle is all about. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
All right. Oh, God, that's a miss. Apologies for that. All right, we should take the voice notes and see. Oh, that skipped my mind. Apologies to us right there. Apologies. That skipped my mind. To my mind, I thought we already had that. But let's go here from Salasi.
Good morning to Ubon Daniel, the man with the golden voice, the barrister. I greet you. My name is Salasi, sending this voice note from Kalki. I want to talk about the corruption. Yes, everybody know the level of corruption in this country. And even this government, I don't think they are fighting the corruption. I remember the corruption that happened during the time of Buhari. Do you remember former accountant general that he allegedly stole 109 billion? They collect 30 billion. They left the man. The man, as I'm speaking to you, the man is with his family. Do you remember the Minister of Humanitarian? They were feeding school children even when there was corona, there was total shutdown. They were feeding school children, they were paying subsidy at that time. That is the level of corruption in the time of Megaskia. Do you remember the Nigerian Air? They celebrated that this is Nigerian Air, and in no less than 48 hours that aircraft disappear. So now, in fact, with Nigeria are bracing up for the new tariff as of for next year, the AEDC, the electricity tariff will be increased. That is what we are hearing. So, in fact, I don't know, did this APC come to suck Nigerian blood? I don't really know what is going on. Over Daniel, look at the situation. Now, God will help us.
All right, Salasi, did any party come to suck blood? I don't think so. But let's go hear from Honorable.
My name is Honorable from Nepal. Honestly speaking, for Obi to join forces with Atiku, it's not workable. It cannot work. You should not forget about that. It cannot work. As in Nigeria, we are not ready for Atiku for now. You should better join forces with Borno State Governor. I think the man is better. It will be a very fine combination. Even Congress is far better. We need fresh air in this country, honestly. We need fresh air. Atiku can contest. But if you say Obi's case is not the same with Atiku, to be honest, cash disturbances in Nigeria, what we are having in this country is we are the problem to ourselves. It doesn't mean CBs are not printing cash. In a situation where electricity is expensive, transportation is expensive, food items in the market are expensive, everything is expensive, and cash, you need to see cash. You have to first of all spend money again, but it's too much. Therefore, should remain in the prison. If he has actually committed, he should be there to serve as a lesson. They should extend it to former governor of Borno State too. Thank you, Bob.
All right, Honorable Edwards there. I'll just squeeze this one in very, very quickly.
Dan, my name is Good morning. How are you doing for radio today? How are you? God bless you.
Fine.
I Tuesday this morning. I put our color. We say we dey fight corruption. Who dey fight corruption? I be corruption dey fight them. All the people wey dey steal our money, who fight them? Now, make sure they dey there. Who go fight them? When you drive now, the money you dey steal. When you bring out one, now they go release am. You dey hear say direct boss, the other person has what today. The money come out. Please, I want to beg back and make them give us our money. We cannot use our money to buy money. God bless you, Jack. I greet everybody. I greet as a man of my people. God bless.
All right, and that's the very female voice right there. A wordy close, you might say, don't you think, for the Eagles, the pages, I mean, for the Eagles Morning Rise. But the Eagles Morning Rise is still ongoing. Keep in mind, it is your sure way to start your day the right way. We call it a breakfast show. And yes, it will run up until the 10 o'clock, mark. But yeah, at this point, it is me saying, hey, thank you so much, for this very segment. Yet another one comes up at the top of the hour where Vicky Vic is going to be here to take you in sports on Eagles Wings. All of the intrigue, the action, and everything in between in sports. The sports minister on radio, Vicky Vic, is very competent and capable of doing so. All right, and then 9 o'clock, we'll be right back here because there's something Kekere Akon said, yeah? She said something right there, and I feel, this is something we should really talk about. I mean, is in a way of